Tavern Talks presents a smashing blast from the past. It's Crash Bandicoot!
Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back.
Crash Bandicoot 3!
WUMP! Yes, we're back and we're discussing Crash Bandicoot because he's just had his 30th anniversary. A couple of weeks ago, he had his 30th anniversary. So we are talking about Crash Bandicoot NC. Nice little intro. But Patrick is here with us again because he loves Crash Bandicoot, so he was not going to miss up an opportunity to talk about one of his favourite furry friends. And well, Tom's here as usual as well.
Hello.
As you can tell by the intro. So we've got some exciting news. Well, say exciting / interesting news. For some games and some updates and things as well. So to kick it off, I found out that Highguard now had an update. So I'm very excited about this because I do like Highguard. I mean, I quite enjoyed it when it first dropped and everything, and I am still currently playing it. But Highguard has an update, and we've got a new warden called Econ, who is a shapeshifter, and his ultimate is able to transform into a direwolf, which is quite interesting. We're also getting a new wolf mount. A new map called Skydrift, which I've not tried yet, and we've also finally recently added a 5v5 mode, so you can now do 3v3 or 5v5, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad the devs are taking on board the feedback and the criticisms and addressing the situation, because that is absolutely brilliant, and big respects on their part for doing so. So happy days. So I have a feeling the Highguard could be one to compete with Fortnite, maybe. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Don't think that now. That would be a bit of a stretch.
It would be, yeah. But we can dream, can't we? We can dream.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so what have you got for us?
Word on Red Dead Redemption 2 remake as well for PS5 and latest Xbox. Supposed to be coming out this year, when it was speculated for 2027.
Yeah. So obviously with the Red Dead 2 remake coming out, and everything GTA 6 will get delayed again.
I suppose when I found this on Twitter or X, whatever it's called now, but it said, oh yeah, GTA 6 is going to be delayed because of like these reasons. Yep. It's like Red Dead 2 remake, and then it's like GTA 4 remake. I'm like.
Yeah. So people are having fun in the comments with jokes. This is absolutely fantastic. It's fantastic to see because it's all doom and gloom at the minute. So it's nice to see that people still have a sense of humour and still having a laugh and a joke, which is what we're all about over here at Tavern Talks and the Games Guild. We absolutely love the laugh and we love the joke. So
we're always just looking for like games for how long it takes for them to come out, whether it's GTA 6 or
Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, Elder Scrolls 6. Todd Howard, please release it. Come on, please release it. I don't care if it's unfinished. You've released unfinished games before. Fortnite 76. Well, Fallout 76. They said Fortnite then.
And so at this point, all our listeners are like, brought it up again.
Yeah. Somebody shoot him, please. At this point, I'm going to get Todd Howard knocking on the door, aren't I? Imagine.
They'll be writing a tally chart how many times you've brought his name up.
You might not imagine. Imagine if you showed me something you got tomorrow. Stop slating me on your podcast. But Tom, it just works.
Got you here, didn't it?
Anyway, moving on. I've seen something as well. Baldur's Gate 3 is getting its own show over on HBO. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that to come out. That'll probably be because of the success of the Fallout series on Prime, I would imagine. Because I've fully updated now with season 2 of Fallout. It's absolutely amazing. I'm loving the show, and I loved the second season because it was just New Vegas. It was awesome. I know some of it does break Fallout law, so I've seen a lot of people moaning about that. But at the end of the day, just watch it. Don't compare it to the games. It's its own thing. Just watch it and enjoy it. You know what I mean? Just enjoy things, guys. Anyway, moving on. That's it from me for news. You mentioned something about
well, I did just
Assassin's Creed.
come across
you just come across just before we started recording. You came across it, so
Yeah, so apparently, an Assassin's Creed multiplayer game or expansion was cancelled in the recent Ubisoft restructuring.
Yeah.
I did just come across this, so bear with me. An Assassin's Creed cooperative multiplayer game codenamed AC League was reportedly in development before being cancelled by Ubisoft. The four-player co-op game project was initially conceived as a DLC for Shadows, apparently.
Oh, right, okay.
And it would have served as a baseline for future multiplayer features implemented into Assassin's Creed games and series. Now, that sounds tragic because I feel like we've not really had a four-player experience of any kind
since Unity, I think. Yeah, Unity. And even then, it wasn't that great over on Unity because that game on launch was just a whole buggy mess. To the point where people were just talking with teeth. Like literally, you see the body would be there, your eyeballs would be there, and the teeth would be there, but there'd be no head and no face. It was absolutely terrifying to see. Honestly, it was just teeth and eyeballs just talking like that. It was absolutely terrifying. It was like more like a horror show back then. But yeah, but ever since he patched Unity, all the bugs are gone. And it turned out to be an actually alright story as well, to be fair. So.
I think anything before that, it was just like games of like manhunt, weren't it?
Yeah.
Previous Assassin's games where you had your target, go take him out in a crowd.
Yeah, which was quite good because that worked for Brumlow, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It worked for Brumlow. I enjoyed the online for Brumlow. It was actually quite fun.
We did talk about this as well when we covered Assassin's Creed. We did. The full episode as well. It was fun.
Yeah. We did, yeah. We've also seen, well, you saw it, didn't you? Something about Red Dead 3. So, we both seen, because Tom showed me, so I'm just going to give a quick mention. Take this with a massive truckload of salt, because it is just a rumour, isn't it? We've just seen it on the internet. So it's just a rumour. But it's rumoured that Red Dead Redemption 3 is currently in development and could be released this year.
Yeah, I think that was wasn't it? Dead Evil.
Dead Evil.
Dead Evil.
Dead Evil.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
No, it was a separate thing. So I saw a separate thing. Yeah, I saw a separate thing. So again, take that with a truckload of salt. It might not be true. It might not be true. It could be true. We don't know. So just bear that in mind. Don't be going around saying no, because it is rumoured. So it's not true, but it's not false at the same time. It's yet to be confirmed.
It's probably in like the very early stages. I mean, if we're still waiting on GTA 6, Rockstar's got
true.
It's pretty much everything going towards that at the moment. Or at least you hope they don't delay it again.
Yeah. Well, I'm interested to see what Rockstar are doing. They're rumoured to be a new Batman game in development, or supposedly to be going into development quite soon. I saw it somewhere. I can't remember where I saw it. But they were speculating that it could be ready for either 2027 release or 2028 release. So they're remaking Batman apparently.
Yeah, it was the Arkham series or something.
Yeah, because obviously the massive failure of Suicide Squad and Justice League, which I'm yet to play. I want to play that game and just actually see how bad it is. Because I don't think just from looking at it, it looks quite fun to me. I mean, I don't think it's as bad as everyone's making it out to be, but I could be completely wrong because I'm not playing it. So I'm gonna give it a go. Give it a try. And I'll let you know.
Some Ark news here.
Wait, have you got anything else?
Yes. So, usual yearly. I can't speak today. Yearly events that they host. We're coming up to Valentine's now, so Ark Love Ascended will be coming back. So probably going to be getting like make boosted stats and stuff like that for all your dinos, some new cosmetics and everything as always, with some other new additions. But another thing that they're cracking down on is exploits in the game, and they've just announced that on official servers, over 100 tribes have been banned and wiped due to exploits in duplicating items and resources in the game. So that's going to set a lot of people back, but it's understandable why, because on official servers, I know how painful it is to grab your way.
Yeah, because you've got your own servers, haven't you?
Well, my servers are modded and custom.
Yeah.
But on official rates, you could be there trying to tame a creature for hours, maybe even longer. It could take days to hatch and mature a baby dinosaur and stuff like that. And gathering resources is an even bigger grind. But people have been finding exploits and stuff like that to do stuff. So there's no fair competition and alpha, just giving yourself alpha statuses and stuff like that. But there's also exploits which crash servers as well. So say, for instance, if you had a base and you were white, some players would then just find ways of, okay, I'm just going to be salty about it. I'm going to find a means to cause an exploit which might just crash the servers on repeat and stuff like that. Those are other problems, other exploits. That people have been doing.
I mean, I've not played a whole lot of that, so I wouldn't really know. I mean, I did try playing it, which was like, I did try playing it, but at the time, I didn't just have time to grind on it or anything like that, and it just got to the point where I just couldn't be bothered because my base just kept getting raided. So I was just like, I've spent like 12 hours finding all these items, and I go to work, come back from work, and then the base has been raided, and I've lost all the gear. It's just like I've just spent like a whole day doing this.
Yeah, PvP is really competitive.
Yeah, that's why I just gave up with it.
Well, there are PvE sessions. I play a lot of PvE. My servers are PvE, so And again, there is still a bit of a grind there, but not made it as difficult as
I might have to jump back on it. Give it a go. Right, anything else? Patrick, what have you got?
Well, I've got two free news.
Okay.
As one of them is My Hero Academia All Justice is out now. My Hero Academia All Justice is basically on anime once again from My Hero Academia series. It is. I say this, My Hero Academia is so good as an anime itself, but I haven't experienced the game myself. I saw the gameplay. It's kind of a fighting game, but graphically it looks so good. And the second news is the Neo 3 is out now, the continuation of a Neo series. I haven't experienced this one as well, but I've heard it's a hack and slash game continuation, and pretty much it.
Nice, fair enough. So a couple of new things there as well. Happy days, right. So that's it for the news. So obviously we did the little Crash intros, didn't we? And that's because we are talking about Crash Bandicoot. I mean, if you are watching this on YouTube, I do have a couple of Crash games. Most of them are still with me. Still at my mum's in the PlayStation 2 collection because like maybe really we didn't want to split up the collection, so I've only got a handful of games. But I can actually display. But I have played like a good chunk of Crash games. I've got them all listed here, and we'll get into them soon, very shortly. But I want to kick off. I'll say talk about the main series. So like you've played a bit of Crash. You're not as clued up as me and Patrick are you?
Yeah. Well, not as much at all really. So this is mainly going to be you two talking back and forth on this.
Yeah. So I've just recently got the Insane trilogy. So obviously Crash Bandicoot 1.
Crash Bandicoot 1, the very first series where it all started, I say.
Yeah.
It's where Crash been, let's say, electrocuted by Cortex.
Well, you got Krieg, he mutated, he's a mutated Bandicoot,
Mutated,
isn't he?
yes.
Yeah.
And he's trying to rescue the girl called Tana.
Yeah. Trying to rescue his girlfriend.
Kind of a friend.
I'm just going to say girlfriend. Thing is, well, with that, in the original, why did they make her look, I'm just going to say it outright, but she was so sexualized in the original. Well, they've toned it down massively for the Insane trilogy. I mean, in the original, like, we give her let's say we gave her the Lara treatment, so it's just like big and then triangles.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like very, very weird. And I think that's why we got rid of it. I think that's why we got rid of it and introduced Coco in the second game.
Yeah, you brought this. You mentioned this as well when we played CDR last time it came up after we did a podcast episode as well.
Yeah.
You pointed this out.
Yeah, just like Naughty Dog, you have some weird obsession with making 60 Bandicoots about it. By the looks of it, anyway. But each to their own. If you're into that, I'm not judging. So Crash Bandicoot. What's your favourite?
It's hard to mention. I'm usually
first one then.
like many levels I can say in Crash, and I think one of my favourite one I find. It's kind of hard to remember.
I can't remember many of the names.
I think it's the one where the toxic level one where the birds are just throwing the barrels. This one is a short one, but the music is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So it's one of my favourite. And I can add one of my favourite boss fights as I find in Crash 1 is Koala Kong.
Koala Kong?
Yes.
Koala Kong.
Yeah, he's muscle, and when he's appearing, it's like muscle.
Yeah. He's basically a koala bear on steroids, isn't he?
Yeah.
He just looks so weird. It's so fun. I mean, Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
It's just fun. It's just daft. It's great. That's why we love it. Wrath of Cortex, obviously, like Wrath of Cortex is the second game.
I'm sorry to
Not
say.
Wrath of Cortex.
It's
Cortex
Strike
Why
Back.
do I keep saying Wrath of Cortex? I keep thinking of Wrath of Cortex.
I'm sorry to say that, but Wrath of Cortex is the fourth game.
Yeah, I know. I keep saying Wrath of Cortex. I don't know why.
Cortex Strikes Back.
Cortex Strikes Back. Yeah.
Is the second one.
Yeah. Cortex Strikes Back. That was the second game. And guess what? It's about Cortex striking back.
Yeah.
So you got to go and help him get the crystals, haven't you?
Yes.
The Trick's Crashing's helping him get the crystals, and then the other guy, I can't remember his name. The other guy tries to crash to not talk about the crystals.
Let's say Cortex found the crystal. And it's trying to lure Crash to help him out.
Yeah, that's what
I can say is obviously Crash, doesn't have a brain, so he just can't really decide it. So Cortex is trying to convince Crash that he's trying to save the universe. So let's say you're refusing. You're not refusing. You're just trying to help him out on doing the crystals. But as for the gems, when you collect your first gems, Embryo will appear, and they will tell you that you have to collect the gems. But I can add a new feature. There's a trophy. The one. If you refuse Cortex doing the crystal, you get the trophy where Cortex is angry. It's like, didn't crash crystals! I say crystals! Yeah, so that was so hilarious, but kind of fun.
Yeah. I mean, and then you've got Warped.
Yeah.
As well. I think out of all of them, I think Warped is my favourite one. Because it's time travel, and there's my favourite level from Warped is the ones on the motorbike. Where Crash has a little leather jacket, he's airing the motorbike, and it's just so cool. I know not many people liked Warped, but I did. I thought it was one of the better ones.
Well,
my favourite one.
Well, my thought about Warped is they say it's the third one. It's one of the best game.
Yep.
If I heard correctly. And it's popularized the PS1, and as I can say, it is my childhood game. It was my first game that I ever had in my first PlayStation, and the first game I ever had was Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. And when I experienced for my first time, I used to like it.
Yeah.
It was just brilliant.
Yeah, I think my first Crash game was Cortex Strikes Back. I think I started off in the second one. I remember. It was on Game Boy as well. I remember playing on Game Boy.
I believe this was an XS. XS. There's two from a Game Boy one, if I'm correct. It was an XS, Crash Bandicoot XS, and the Entrance Crash Bandicoot 2 on the Game Boy.
Yeah, well, I played one of them on Game Boy. I remember playing it. Because that's what got me into Crash. Whereas what I played lots on the Game Boy was mainly Crash.
Mm.
On the Game Boy Crash or Sonic.
Mm.
Mainly Crash. Yeah. So also we've also got Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. I've not completed that one yet, so I don't know much about it. I still need to play through. I've got it. It's installed and everything. I'm just going back through the Insane trilogy just to refamiliarise myself with the story and get back into Crash basically and getting like the mechanics and the levels and the platforming and all that. 'Cause it's been years since I've actually played Crash Bandicoot. So I need to start Crash Bandicoot 4. So I'm just going to give that a quick mention. Crash Bandicoot 4 is about time. Patrick, you've played it, haven't you?
Yes, I did, and I can say it's going to be now 9 years since Crash Insane Trilogy came out in June.
Yeah.
I believe it came out in June 2017. I used to remember that I pre-ordered it, and yeah, it was just like old schools. So it was a great game. Yeah, and I can say that in 2020 they added the Crash 4. It's about time, but there's a difference.
Yeah.
Here because originally it was supposed to be Vat of Cortex instead, but they added as it's about time.
Oh, okay.
So
well, that's the thing. That's the thing about time, yeah. And obviously the name of the game is a joke as well. Crash Bandicoot. It's about time.
Yes.
because it'd been I think it'd been something like 20-something years since we had since the N6 as the original game was released.
Yeah.
So
I used to remember the quote from Cortex where you encounter him for the first time and it's about time, and then he say in the Crash Bandicoot, it's about time.
Yeah.
So much fun. But I can say Crash Bandicoot is about time. It is a fun game, but if you're going for the platinum, I tell you this, it's the most devastated difficulty trophy ever.
I mean, the original trilogy was hard enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I forgot how difficult it was. I forgot how difficult it was. I mean, I'm on this level now. It's the first Warthog level, where you ride the Warthog. And I just keep dying over and over and over to this one guy with a shield. I cannot jump. I just can't seem to get past this one guy with a shield. And he's just got me so many times, and it's just like.
Well, I say my difficulty level, and it's one of the additional one that they added on Insane Trilogy. It's called Stormy Ascent.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this.
It was this level was originally removed.
Yeah.
From the original game.
Yes.
Because the devs thought it was too hard.
Yes, it is.
So they removed it, but we released a difficult game anyway. And there's a level in Crash Bandicoot. Do you remember?
It's called Stormy Ascent.
Yeah, there was another level that is absolutely worse than Stormy Ascent. High Road.
The High Road. No, that's the original level.
Yeah, I know it's an original level. I just said that.
That's the original level.
Yeah, I just said that, but High Road. It's just absolutely awful. You're on this rope bridge, and you have to go across this rickety rope bridge with enemies. It's about that wide, and there's enemies, rickety planks, gaps, and then there's a fog as well, so you can't see where you're going. And to make it all off, and to top it all off, you don't know if the planks are going to be there until you land because they're invisible. So you could just go straight down to your death, or you could land on a piece of wood.
Removing a level because it was too hard.
And then they give it,
Like now, that would just be challenge accepted, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, someone would be mad enough to try.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I have seen speedrunners do it. I have seen speedrunners do Stormy Ascent, and it's just completely mad on how they've done it. It's just I can't get past this one Warthog level, and then there's people doing Stormy Ascent in a minute. It's insane.
Well, I say there's that bridge level
High Road.
The High Road is I say it is the difficulty level, but you just have to watch out what you have to avoid for.
Yeah.
Because if you're not, then just done for.
I'm not even up to that yet. I'm not even up to that level yet. I'm still struggling. Anyway, that's it for the main games, isn't it? I mean, obviously we've had the spin-offs. So
Mm.
I'm just going to give this quick mention. I mean, I have already talked about it in depth on a previous episode of the podcast. I think it was Crash Twin Sanity.
I think I remember this one, yeah.
Yeah, I used to remember that.
Yeah, I think I've already previously mentioned it. But Twin Sanity, it originally didn't sell well. But I can't remember the reason why. But not many people liked it. I loved it. I mean, I loved it as a kid. I did not find anything wrong with it at all. I've even gone back and played it and everything, and I still think it's one of the best Crash games ever.
I say my
A lot of people don't like
Crash
it.
Bandicoot. I used to like it. The graphically 480p is kind of good.
Yeah.
I say the storyline's brilliant. The sense of humor is brilliant.
Yeah. Cortex loses his brain.
Yeah.
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 Some aliens come and suck his brain out with a brain sucking gun or something. I can't remember exactly how he did it, but he sucked his brain out and Cortex has no brain.
Mm-hmm. I used to remember where the Crash and Cortex used to work together.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the funny thing is that
Fight over a crystal, aren't they?
yeah, they're not really fighting. It's just like Crash holding the crystal on the Cortex and just like doing smacking with his head.
Yeah.
So much.
There's levels where you can interview levels where Crash and Cortex are having a bit of a scuffle, and they end up with a ball. With you know like that cartoons where where a group of people have like a brawl, and you just see smoke, you just see dust, and it's just a ball of people. Basically that, and you're just rolling about the level while that's happening, because you're playing as both of them while they're fighting each other. So you have to roll this ball about the level. It's actually really, really good. Very, 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 very good, I think. Anyway, moving on from Twin Sanity. Oh, sorry, I do want to mention my favourite character in Twin Sanity is that walrus. Ah, fresh meat for my pot.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a walrus.
Walrus.
Crash lands because we're in the Arctic and he lands somewhere, and his walrus comes out of this door to his. I'm assuming it leads into the kitchen. This walrus comes out of his door, and it's just a big blue walrus with a chef hat on, a chef apron on, and he just goes, more meat for my pot. And then you're running away from this walrus, right? You're running away from this walrus, and the walrus is chasing you with a giant frying pan. It's just, you couldn't write it, could you? Whatever they must have been doing something when they came up with Twin Sanity, because that game is just insane and out there. But it's so much fun. Anyway, moving on, I want to talk about two massive failures for Crash, because he tried to reboot Crash, didn't he? With
Yes.
Crash of the Titans and Mind Over Mutant.
Well,
one of which I have here.
Crash of the Titans, yeah. I didn't like it. I played it, but I didn't like it. I don't know how you felt about it, Patrick.
Actually, I've not heard of a Crash of the Titans to be remade, but I've heard of this. The rumors that we spoke about, I think, in the previous episode. The Crash Twin Sanity are coming back as a remake.
Oh, nice.
So that would be nice by developers.
But when they made Crash of the Titans, it was to try and reboot the series. So we gave Crash like a fresh new look. He's got tattoos for some reason. Crunch is in it as well, but he's a big bubbling idiot. So ruined that character there. And the masks don't look good at all. It was all around bad design and just not a fun game, unfortunately. Basically, you go about, you have to control these mutants with your mask, don't you? If I remember rightly. And obviously the mutants, they have like different powers and stuff like that. They're just mutated angles, basically. But yeah, it just wasn't a good game. I don't know, it just wasn't a good game. Some people might like it, it's fine, but for me, personally, Crash the Titans and Mind Over Mutant just flopped for me, personally. Yeah, I mean, he's also got. Well, I've never played. I didn't play this one, but I know it's a fan favourite.
I say this. Yes, I did.
So I
did
played Crash Bash.
I say this. Some people saying that Crash Bash is one of the worst game. As you know, is the made by Unicom and Universal, and the people are criticized this game so bad because the game itself was so bad I say this, yes, I did find this difficult because I tried. There was a goal here that you can complete normally on this game, but there's another catch that you can complete the Crash Bash under 200%. It is possible on that by completing everything.
Yeah.
And I say this, the Crash Bash, I find it a bit difficulty because the AI are very thinking well.
Yeah. Well, all the Crash games are difficult. I mean, we are difficult platformers. I mean, look, I mean, for example, the CTR. You deliberately made CTR so difficult, and the goofy villain was stupid. With a stupid plot line to try and kill off Crash Bandicoot because we Naughty Dog was sick of making it at this point. And instead of killing the series, it just became one of the best kart races ever. One of the best kart races ever made. So it kind of backfired on him, really. And it's now got a remaster and everything. It's got a sequel and a remaster. So there you go.
I want to add that Oxide was back to Crash Bash.
Yeah. Oh, was he in Crash Bash?
He was as a final boss.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk about what I used to play on my sister's DS. Crash Boom Bang. That was a fun one. Did you ever play that one, Patrick?
No, but I've heard it is one of the bad.
It's not even a bad game.
It was.
It wasn't.
It was a bad game.
I used to play that for hours.
Crash Boom Bang is I mean, when it came out,
so it was basically Mario Party but with Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, but when I saw the gameplay of a Crash Boom Bang, and graphically was worse.
Well, yeah, because it's on the DS, the graphics
it was
a DS exclusive.
Yeah, and the people
the graphics are
criticized that.
Yeah, but you can't. One thing with the DS, there's only so much you can do with the graphics. It's only a handheld. But the game, the graphics weren't a problem for me, and I actually loved the game. I enjoyed like most of the mini games on there as well. It was so fun to play. I used to play for hours. It was so fun. It's pretty you've not really played any of these.
No.
I thought you would have. Is there any particular reason why, or just not got around to them?
Just not got around to them, I guess.
You've missed out on some bangers. Yeah, but I also want to give a quick mention to we tried it years ago, didn't we? We were going to be making a crash show, weren't they? An animated one, but I think there was creative differences because we wanted one person wanted to go one way with it, and the other person wanted to go completely the other way with it. I can't remember. So we couldn't decide basically whether or not to make it cartoony for kids or to make it more mature and adult themed. So, but it's a cartoon. I mean, you can have a cartoon with it being cartoony, but it is enjoyable for adults as well. I mean, for example, with The Simpsons. I mean, it's a cartoon, but there's adult humour in there as well. So
I say this. I have read this news a long time ago.
Yeah, I've seen the original. Yeah, I've seen the original part on YouTube.
I've probably mentioned this one before. Is that Netflix is working on the animated series of Crash Bandicoot.
I don't think they are, you know. I don't think they are. I don't think that's true.
It is well from the creators that made another animation, but I can't really remember which one. But all I know is that the Netflix is working on the animated series of Crash. I don't know how is this going to be looks like, but I'm sure it's going to be okay.
Well, it might, yeah. Well,
I'm looking forward for that, but we'll see.
We'll find out when it comes out. So yeah, So obviously I've talked about CTR in depth before, and Nitro Fight in depth before, and Tag Team Racing in depth before as well. So I'll just give a mention. So I've also Tag Team Racing, and then Crash Tag Team Racing, Crash Team Racing, and Crash Nitro Fight. They're all kart races. Pretty much, it's race. Pretty much, you've got like items. It's basically like Mario Kart or Crash, basically. But they are really, really fun games. I'm pretty sure I've spoken about Tag Team Racing before as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made a point after we did
No, that was CTR. That was CTR. That was our one in Action Field.
We made me sit down and made me play one of these with you.
Yeah.
Don't play competitive.
We did. We always do. We always do. I think we like just point behind each other at one point. Yeah. And then we ultimately just ended up losing to the II anyway.
Well, I can add another entry of a new old Crash. It's called. It was on the DS Game Boy called Crash Purple.
Called what?
Crash Purple,
Where?
where Crash and Spyro are meeting each other.
Oh, Crash Purple. I thought you were saying Popo.
No, Popo.
I thought you were saying Popo.
Purple. I know, yeah.
Crash Purple,
Yeah.
I'm like, these titles are getting weirder and weirder.
Yeah.
And
Crash
I know.
Purple, yeah. But, well, basically, the reason for that happening was because in Naughty Dog were across the hall from Insomniac.
Yeah.
So their offices were like literally across the hallway, and then we just decided to do a collab together.
Yeah.
Just randomly because like we always particularly like reference each other's games. Like for example, in CTR, in the original CTR, there was a code where you put that in and you could do the first level of Spyro.
Mm-hmm.
You did mention that, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and I think we did the same for one of the Crash games as well, but one of their Spyro games.
And the CTR game that we did play, Spyro was a character.
Yeah.
In a racer.
In Nitro Fuel, absolutely.
I say.
But Crash Purple was so much fun. Because you got to switch between Crash or Spyro. It was just like it was such a big thing back then because they were seen as rivals. Well, they're actually not young zombie. They were actually mates because he worked like literally across the hall from each other. So it's like, oh, they were seen as rivals, and then we ended up doing a collab, and it was absolutely great. It was really, really good fun.
Well, I want to say that I used to remember I played Crash 3 Warped, and I used to remember that we put with me and my cousin used to put it some kind of code, and we used to play Spyro.
Yeah.
The original Spyro, I think it was 3 or 2. So it's possible to have the crossover on this.
Yeah.
So
also, Rafa Cortex. I don't remember much of Rafa Cortex. I just remember the loading screens being really, really, really long.
Yeah, that Crash falling down.
Yeah. So at one point, I literally loaded up Crash Bandicoot Rafa Cortex. Tried to do the level. Couldn't get so waiting for this loading screen to go. My tea was ready, so I went there and had my tea. Come back up, and the game was still loading. The level was still loading. It's just like
I've been good. Loading times right there.
I was gone for like an hour, and it still hadn't loaded. It's just so bad.
Okay, that's taking the cake.
I mean, it ruined the game really, because it wasn't a bad game. It was just the loading. I never completed it because I just couldn't sit through the loading screens. It was just so bad, just too long.
Well,
anyway,
I can say I've got so many memories of that of Cortex.
Yeah.
Is that they had like 25 levels normally, but some of them are interesting. You just fight them with a mask.
Yeah.
Elementals. And
that's where they introduced Crunch as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is the first time where they introduced Crunch as a main villain. And then after when you beat the game twice, he's become a friend of Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
So it was a nice villain, I say. It was a nice fight.
Yeah. I love the names of the masks as well. I can't believe I've not mentioned this, but the masks in Crash Bandicoot, they have brilliant names. Are you ready? Aku, and Uka Uka. And the brothers.
Yeah.
So Aku is the good mask, and Uka Uka is the bad one. They're just so fun names. They're just fun names to say, especially when you hear Aku. Uka. And the music starts playing. It's great. Absolutely great.
There was great. I say there was a great quote where when you defeat Uka Uka on Twin Sanity, and then Aku just approach to Uka Uka and say, Uka Uka, wait, to the greater evil than yours, are trying to dominate this place. No! That's my job! And then say the Aku Uka brothers joined together again.
Mm.
So that was a great quote, but I can say that I used to like their masks. Yeah, they're really good. One.
Anyway, moving on. Rebecca, we're all crashed out, pun intended. You have all on with bad jokes today. Yeah, so we're going to do Mikey's Mind, as always, unless you've got anything you want to bring up.
No, I think I just had like the news bits really good.
Yeah.
Crash was more like more easy talk.
Yeah.
How about this? I use my Patrick's mind.
Yeah, which is a shame, because
one day we're going to put a spin on this and we're going to come up with a game for you.
oh, okay, that'd be interesting. Can't wait to see that. Right. So which is interesting because I've actually done I've actually done Mikey's Mind. It's Crash Bandicoot themed Mikey's Mind. So
yeah, go on.
So yeah.
I guess I'm sitting out of this one.
No, you're still joining in.
You're
Still joining in. Yeah, you guys at home join in as well. And let us know what your answers are down in the comments. So, ready, Mikey's Mind, yeah? Okay, neocortex or Nina? Which one?
Neocortex.
Neo? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Dingle Dial or Tiny Tiger?
Oh, I say Dingle Dial.
Dingle Dial. Oh, I thought you got Tiny. Tana or Coco?
I'll go for a sister, Coco.
Coco, yeah. So
I like how you say go for.
Yeah, it's as if he's going to do it.
Coco is a pogo. She's jumping on the pogo.
Patrick, stop talking. I think Tom's gone. I think we broke Tom.
Sorry.
You okay, pal?
That is hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
N-Gin or N-Trophy?
Whoa, I say Trophy.
Trophy.
Yeah.
And Wumpa Island or Cortex Castle?
Wumpa Island.
Wumpa Island, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So, Patrick, I've got a question for you.
Is it a silly one?
Yeah, it's a silly
so
one,
you can have a laugh.
It is a silly one.
And I can have a laugh.
Right. You were deserted on an island, yeah? Well, not deserted, but you're on an island, out to sea. You can choose 3 Crash characters to keep you company. Which 3 are you choosing? And you can't choose Crash, by the way.
Oh. Okay. okay, fine, alright.
He's off doing something else.
Right, okay, so if I were on the island, if I would choose 3 characters, so I would choose, Aku.
Aku.
That's the first one. Second one, I would choose, I might mention Tiny.
Tiny?
Yes.
Okay.
The one you didn't pick.
Yeah.
And my third one, I might choose Crunch.
Crunch. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Right. So,
Good luck.
he has no idea. He has no idea.
Nino Cortex.
Okay.
Neo
Neocortex or Nina Cortex? And Tiger. Tana or Coco? Coco. N-Gin or N-Trophy?
Don't even remember that. Engine.
N-Gin, yeah. Wumpa Island or Cortex Castle?
Wumpa Island.
Wumpa Island. And same question for you. Which 3 Crash characters would you want to be trapped on an island with? And you can't choose Crash.
Probably the 3 from the first 3 questions.
No, 3. First 3 questions. Let's go with that then. Yeah.
This is the first question.
Okay. Your turn to ask me.
That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Down there, yeah. Neocortex.
So,
David Bear or
Neocortex
Tiny
or
Tiger.
Neocortex?
Got to go Dingo Dance, he's Australian. He's an Australian dingo. He's a dingo with a tank on his back. What's not? So, as much as a little tiny tiger. Dingo Down, yeah.
What was it? Tina or Coco?
Tana.
Tana.
Tana or Coco. I'm going to say Tana.
Engine or Entropy.
Wump Island or Cortex Castle?
Cortex Castle.
Oh,
I like castles.
you like castles.
Set up in medieval castles.
Yep.
It's evil.
And which three Crash characters would I like to be trapped on an island with? That would be Tana. Oh, actually no. Scrap that. The three trailblazers from the original CTR.
He's outside the picture.
Of course I've had time to think about it. Right, so that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. As always, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had as much as a laugh as we do doing these. So again for the one or the other, let us know what your answers are down in the comments below. I'd love to see them, and we shall see you. Shall see you on the next recording. So if you want to see what we're can't speak now. Got Bandicoot brain. So if you want to go see what we get up to outside of the podcast, it's as always Have a Gamers Guild 25 over on YouTube, and you can find us on Instagram and TikTok as well under the Gamers Guild. So you can find clips, past live streams, past episodes of the podcast on YouTube as well. So definitely check them out if you've enjoyed this episode.
Oh, and our own individual socials as well. So mine would be SRGX across Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And Twitch.
On Twitch, yeah. And mine is green_Harold25 for my personalised clips, and for my Switch it is green_Harold25 at PS5 Gaming. I really need to get a shorter title, don't I?
It's a mouthful. You guys do yours. I've just got the same name across everything. It's easy.
Yep. True. Right, So, thanks for listening, everyone. And if we don't see you on the next episode, we'll see you on our live streams, hopefully. Until then, cheery bye, all.
See you, everyone.
See ya.